Good morning, and we are live. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It is time to have some hash rosin or smoke some dabs. Hello, hello, YouTube. How are you all out there? Drake, how are you this morning?
I'm doing very well. It's been a productive morning. I got up nice and early in preparation. Got a course coming up for the next 4 days that I got to be up for like 6:30 our time. So I was up nice and early, 5:30. Shout out Johnny B, getting up early, getting things done. And yeah, it's been pretty productive. So I'm ready to get nice and lit. You are muted. But cheers. Oh, I see. Tara was doing some self-thinking. But yeah, I'm gonna load up a little bit of the animal sorbet Cushman.
No, I was actually talking to you. I just couldn't find the button. I was like, I got
no button.
Open. Yeah, I haven't trying to share out the links. Let me share out all the links and get the links out there to everybody.
I was more concerned about
getting the dab going. I know, I can see it. You're getting the dab going in first thing. Make sure you have it on live chat and not top chat if you're tuning in today with us. And please share this link out there if you would, so we could get everybody hanging out with us here in the chat. Here we go. And please, if you've tuned in today, please hit that thumbs up because it helps get our cannabis word out to the community and to everybody that needs to hear this information. So Drake, what are you going in on today?
Yeah, the animal sorbet Cushmans, and then I got pink gas and comatose lined up. So we'll probably hop into that little trifecta sooner than later. What about you?
You're using a new rig.
I switched up the mini rigs. I pulled out my little Ned Glass.
Yeah, that's a new
blue fume. Okay. Just a little bit more weighted. The other niche one that we have always tips over, and I just like to change them up every now and then, get a little bit different of a vibe from each piece.
So I'm hitting this little piece today. This is the MJ Arsenal rig. No water in it today. Trying it without the water. I
got water.
How my drop down gets so dirty, like right in there really quick though.
I got a dirty banger.
Yeah, dirty banger. Got a dirty banger. But hey, what the hell? Gonna go with some dabs with y'all. Good morning. Hello, CJ. How are you this morning? Supreme Grape. Hello. We got Ian in the house. What's up, y'all? Y'all ready for some coffee, cannabis? I see. Cheers. Let's do this. I'm going in on some orange cake this morning. I have flower rosin that I pressed out. There you go. Wow, it looks really dark on there, but there's a lot in there. That could be why. Let's lighter on the edges there, you can see it. It is rather orangey. It is definitely orangey. Not as sweet as like an orange cake as I would really want an orange cake, as I would think like an orange cake would be, but it is a sweeter orange, but not quite as like a candy orange is how I would describe it. But it has a very nice consistency. It has like this really nice kind of pull and snap where they say, you can kind of string it out like that and you just snap it off. That's what you do.
Nice.
So what do we got going on, guys? What should we chat about this morning?
Well, I had a little shipping debacle that somehow worked itself out in my favor, which is great. As lots of you know, in Canada and specifically in BC here, we had some heavy rains and pretty mass flooding. So Vancouver itself,
are dealing with some shit up there.
Yeah, not me specifically. I'm at least two and a half hours away from the closest, destruction point in Merritt. But yeah, Vancouver itself was pretty well cut off for the most part, aside from taking some heavy detours. There's like 11 points in the highway that were closed. Excuse me. So I ordered containers prior to all this madness from Uline. Uline's just a shipping company. They got all sorts of different, shipping products, so on and so forth. So I ordered these containers. They're called Carboys. I guess I should have had one out, but I didn't realize I was going to talk about them. But they're little, either 2.5 gallon, 5 gallon, and I'm not sure if they have other sizes, but those are the ones I ordered. But they're nice, easy to stack, dual fill zones, essentially. So they've got 2 lids, and then there's also a little siphon. So for my ferments, my JLF, the Jam liquid fertilizers, where I've got them outdoors. They've been sitting for, set period of time, multiple months. I have buckets inside of those with brew bags over top of the buckets with holes drilled in them. So there's bucket inside of a bucket. The bucket inside of a bucket has a bag over it. So when you put it inside the liquid fertilizer that's got different, plant material and stuff, depending the fertilizer, I'll get a clean, siphoned or just a clean product in the center that I can scoop out of. So nonetheless, I take product out of there, put it into these carboys now, which is a goal because I was putting it into jars prior, which works nice, but then I have to use like a turkey baster or something to get it out of there. And because these things are relatively smelly, you want to be careful with it. So now I've got the nice 2.5 and 5 gallon little totes. They fit on shelves really nicely. So you can fit the 1 5 gallon, 2.5s above it, and it's all, symmetrical and will work well with the siphon sticking out and easy access. So I'll be filling those up and hopefully they'll work really well because they're drip proof, meant for solvents, so on and so forth. Anyways, they weren't supposed to show up. I got a notice, it's canceled, turning around. And then I just got another notice yesterday, followed quickly by them showing up that said they are going to come. So I was very happy about that because they're already like a week and a half late and they're supposed to arrive right away. And I'd written them off. So short story made long about my boring containers. I'm excited so I can put my fertilizer in them and see how it works, then bring them indoors and keep it nice and clean so I don't have to run outside and collect every week or two.
Nice. Cool. I need to invest in some barrels next year. Some of the blue barrel things. What are they? 55 gallon drums things?
Yeah.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah.
That's what I need to invest in next year. I have too big of containers or too small of containers. I either have buckets or I have the big 400 and 600 gallon or 800 gallon freaking tote, bins. I have those. I have 2 of those. So it's like, I need something in the middle. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Hello, John. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Bingo. Good morning. Red's on the road. Safe driving, Red.
Cheers, Red.
Good morning, Ginger Bug.
Cheers, everyone.
Ginger says they sound dope.
Yeah, they should work really well. Should work really well and nice and organized. And then for like the ones I have, since I've got so many additional ones, we've probably going to go with 11 eventually, but just got 5 for now, 4 of the 2.5 and 1 5 gallon. The 5 gallon will be for the grass clipping, the GC, mixed with cannabis leaf, just because that's the most prominent one. And then I'll have some of the smaller ones of like the crab and rock dust, the oyster shell, few of them out there. We'll see which ones end up making the cut for the first round, but it'll be the ones I use a little bit more often. Fish is a pretty important one. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I even used to use that Alaska fish fertilizer, from stores, and that stuff works good. I haven't used this last year. I think it works great. If you don't have all this stuff, that's something that's cheap. It's something that's easy to use. It's organic. So if there's somebody out there that, has been wanting to do some of the fish fertilizer and, hasn't got their hands on some fish and doesn't specifically do the Jadon Tech, you could try this. I will warn you, however, it really, really stinks. But if you want really good stinky stuff, you got to use stinky stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds good anyways, right?
It takes time. That's the biggest thing. It takes time. But we got a whole bunch of free pink salmon, a bunch of the guts and heads, and there's everything, a whole consortium of all the goodies from a local friend that has the rights to pull fish out of the rivers. So we got all the byproduct. And
it's cold.
Oh, it's freezing here.
It's freezing up there?
Literally, yeah.
Because this morning it looked like we had snow on the ground, but it's just ice, like frozen.
Oh,
frost.
Yeah. That always looks nice until you go outside.
And the Congo's still outside.
Of course it is.
Yesterday,
somehow?
It's actually still green. It's really gotten, it went from feeling hard to like it really softened up. It kind of like started to like, how the dugs feel harder. Mm-hmm. Now it feels like larfier as I let it sit there. Does that make any sense?
I'm sure it's something to do with being out in freezing temperatures for far too long.
So I'm gonna bring it in. I think I'm gonna cut it off today, and I'll take a picture of it. I'm gonna bring it in, I think, and then hang it up. And then I want to look at the trichomes and see how amber they are, or see what they did, because I've never left cannabis out this long, just a piece of cannabis to see.
Just for fun, why not?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Hello, Sound Remo. Hello. What's Keeper of the Strains doing? How are you? And Cheddar Bob, good morning. We're just having a little chill and chat with y'all. We had a guest planned, but the guest didn't work out today. So hopefully we'll be back in on Saturday and next Wednesday with a follow-up guest. Saturday. We also have Matthew Gates planning to come back on, by the way.
That'll be fun.
Guy.
Always love talking about the bugs.
Mr.
Love me some critters. I'll be away this Saturday. I'll be.
Well, that's right. You're going to be
doing
gone.
Of course, yeah. So I'll be away this Saturday. You'll be flying solo, but I'll be back Wednesday.
So listen to this, y'all. Drake's going to be taking some courses. Tell him what you're going to be taking.
Just a random little quality assurance course pertaining to cannabis in Canada and some of the like manufacturing and production practices and a few things correlating to that. It goes over, it's only 4 days, so it can't be too extensive, but it's 4 7-hour days. So we'll see how it goes. It's just one of those things. So you just get a bit more of that, knowledge under the belt and be able to work with the current regulations here and navigate the ins and out of the system and, serve best. Exactly. And when I say serve best, I mean serve my medical needs best.
Exactly. Good morning, Sammy sis. Hello. By the way, if you all don't have a Discord app, you should get it. We have a Discord channel, and freak, by the way, did you share it over there to our Discord? I didn't share it over to our Discord, Drake. We're slacking.
I got a dab. I got my dab in.
Drake, did you even share our link out today?
I got my dab in.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I just shared it out over there on our Discord channel.
You're right. I'll take another.
Yeah, so let me create an invite for you all. So copy this invite, and I'm going to put it in chat here. If you are not in Discord, we are trying to stay in contact with people over on Discord more so. It's an easier way to stay in contact over there and put our information out for free for you guys. So anytime you want to look it up, everything's at a fingertip. Like you have a manual on your phone, basically. If you want to know about my JMS, you can go in there and you can read that. You want to know about what else, Drake? Like there's like leaf mold soil. There's like so much information in there. Like it's crazy. I can't believe all the information in our Discord.
And even still, it's basic enough. It gets more and more extensive. There's lots of updating and things to add and things to go through. But we definitely want to make sure I have a solid understanding and everything first before dipping into them. So we've got kind of the majority of the basics and like the soil management, your foundational work, and just some of the comprehension of the overall practice. And just one more place to get some of the information. The book is fantastic. We always recommend checking out the Orange Jadam book. The information online is pretty good. There's a Jadam site where you can get some information from. And if you donate and become a member, there's a lot more information where you can reach out to Young Sang specifically. Not saying he'll definitely answer, but there's the potential to get responses from him. Videos on YouTube, there's been lots of those made, and I believe I brought up last time on the Jadam YouTube channel, they recently made it available, all the tools essentially you'll need, tools or supplies that you'll need. So if you scroll down, once you click on their like main page on YouTube, and might even be a specific little subpage, but off their main page, you can go to an area that shows everything you'd need to make the practice work on like a 2-acre area, via all the plumbing you'd need for the semi-automated, believe it's like a drip system, and it's cool. You have to check it out. And there's another YouTube channel. Ooh, I remembered it last time, but it's bleeding me now. But yeah, there's a lot of good information out there and some specific tours of the Young Sang farm their demo farm. But yeah, dab time for sure.
Like I'm not helping you because you know what, that dab, like I think this orange cake doesn't make my brain function very well. I like it gets me high, but I don't think it's a good functioning one for me. Does that make any sense? Like it's not, I don't
A little
know.
heavy,
I
a
don't
little
know.
heavy for the daytime.
Yeah, I don't, but like I want a heavy hitter. That doesn't make sense, right?
Nature's always
I
right.
want a heavy haze hitter. I don't want a different heavy hitter.
The Nature's Always Right YouTube channel. I believe
Yeah, I
that's
don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Good morning, Dee. How are you? Hello. What are you all smoking on? I forgot to ask y'all. What you smoking on today? Ready to smoke with me? Let's dab some more. Time to get medicated. I have got to go out and take care of my chickens and my geese because all their water is frozen, and I need to put I didn't put the trough heaters yet inside their water tanks yet. So because it really hasn't been that cold. I've been so lucky, but yeah, now I'm gonna have to go do it. Cheers, y'all.
No, we've had some pretty hard freezes. It's been -5 a few times already Celsius. So I had the little bucket heaters out there, and I have an actual mini heater in the shed itself, their little coop, keeping it above zero. That's kind of for the duckies, but honestly, the ducks are very hardy, especially the three of them together with their straw and the home they have are able to produce a fair amount of heat and don't really need much like a heat lamp or any of that. They don't need necessarily, even when it gets down to negative plus, they're negative plus -10 or more.
I'm gonna probably add a heat lamp back in my chicken coop.
But yeah,
I have an older hen in there that she's a lot older than all of them. And as people get older, we're a little bit more sensitive to the cold. So
JLFs, I don't want my JLFs to freeze, so I have half of the shed designated for just a whole gang of buckets of JLFs, and then I can take more from them as I need over winter. But hopefully with these new containers, I won't need to pull much from them until spring.
I left mine outside. It'll be interesting.
I have a couple in, say, like 30-gallon brute garbage bins that are
I have the 5
pretty
gallons
full.
outside. I have the 5 gallons outside. So we'll see. I don't know.
I've got 2 of those brutes that I should try and move. I just don't really have space to get them into the shed. So I might just wing it and see how it goes.
See, and I think this is where, like, maybe considering putting like a insulation thing around it, like building something up at that point, or putting them in the ground as like a, like back insulate it. You know what I mean? Like if you insulated the back 3 walls of it and then the front of it was black and it was facing the sun, that would like maybe keep it warm and like, I don't know, geothermal heat sink type thought.
It helped for sure. Yeah. I don't know how much it's going to do at -30, but it should help.
Now, if you had 1,500-gallon tanks, it would be a lot easier. When you're talking masses, you don't have to worry about that mass. It probably wouldn't freeze as easy when you have that type of mass. But when you have only 5-gallon buckets of things, they freeze a lot faster. So it's kind of that thought process, correct?
Yeah, and I definitely had a few pretty hard 5 gallons prior to moving them in the shed.
Did you?
Yeah. I was checking for cracks for sure and looking for leaks once I brought them in there, but seems okay. I think I got off easy enough for now.
Cool. Yay! Hello, Bruce. Good morning. How are you? Bruce is smoking on some Kush mints. Yum.
Hey, nice. That's like animal sorbet Kush mints.
Maybe that's what he said.
Man, that would make sense.
Mints sound good. That's what he said.
That makes sense.
And smoking on Kush mints. That's what it was. Good morning. Good morning. Dee says grapes. Is that you're smoking on grapes, Dee? Yeah, Dee says it's freezing there. -3 Celsius. Woo, at night. Yeesh, that is good. Put a 400-watt HPS with the duck and grow food for them, Drake. That's what Claude says. Okay, so actually, you guys, I eat a lot of salad. And I have been going through salad like crazy. And I'm like, I have this 4x4 tent right here. Or is it 5x5? Is it 4x4 or 5? I don't know. It looks 5x5, but I don't know. 4x4 maybe. This tent right here in front of me, the extra big tall one. and I have some cobs in there. And I'm like, I only have like one major mom in there, which is a Congo. And then I have some plants from Red River. I still have those clones that I got from Red River. I'm trying to see which clone's going to turn out the best. And then I'm going to get rid of the rest of them. So I'm only going to keep 2 moms in there right now. And I figure that's just a waste of space and energy for just all of that. I should be growing salad. I should be growing lettuce in there. So I want to get some different planters, and I'm going to get like a kind of a hanging thing in there. I'm kind of working on some things, and I want to start growing like my own kind of salad bar. And that's kind of what I want to do through the winter. I don't know. We'll see. What do y'all thought? Does anybody else grow vegetables during the winter, like salad or like herbs? Or
I like the idea of growing a little duck buffet. They got to eat all summer. That's what I set it up so that all the companion plants and everything growing amongst the crops was duck friendly for them to nibble on. But they more love just the snails and grasshoppers and chasing things around, the little munchkins. Yeah, it'd be neat to have a little indoor garden for them to munch on.
Yeah, for me to munch on.
Yeah, for you, exactly. I see what you're saying. You might as well, especially you've got the 10. It's probably 5x5.
My geese would love if I brought them fresh salad too, or lettuce. Oh my God, they love that. They love that. They go crazy over lettuce. Like, okay, I like to buy those. I buy those mixed salad bags occasionally, like at the store with already the salad in the dressing in there, and they have the cheese, and then it has the crouton part, right? And occasionally you'll get them from the store and they're already brown. God, I just hate that. And so I'll once in a while I'll just open it up and let them eat it, and they just love it. They see that bag and they come running for it. They're like, oh, we got some salad. It's kind of funny. I love it. Love my geese. Claude says, I like sweet pepper, basil, oak leaf lettuce, and bok choy. Oh yeah, bok choy would be a good one. I like bok choy. I like baby bok choy. Yeah, that's a good one. Your pepper plants. Nice. Oh, they don't produce much. Oh, okay. Ian says he has a bunch of different, and squash. Nice. John's trying to raise beds and tents. John, you're growing in a tent? Oh my God, this is like the first time is this the first time John's grown indoors? I think it is. Oh, it'd be good for a worm bin. You're right, Dee. It really would be. Turnip in your pots. Oh, that's a good, you know what? Maybe I should do a 4x4 and keep moms in a 4x4 and grow vegetables around it. Thoughts?
Grow. I'm all for growing. Do it. Grow it.
My only thought is fuck.
Nope.
That's a lot of soil to move and get out when you don't want it anymore. And I don't know how long I want to do this for.
I mean, there is that side of things. I look at my bed sometimes like that. I'm just being honest.
I mean, I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of soil.
You're just making some really nice soil for your garden outside over the years. And eventually you'll bring it back outside. It'll be.
Oh, John says no for me to grow. Oh, yeah. Okay. John's telling me to do it. Okay. I got
exactly. See, we're all supporting you grow.
Yeah. See, John, I'm trying to encourage you to do it. You've been thinking of buying red worms. Cool. I think, you know what? I think having your own worm bins is really, really cool, and feeding them compost and all that stuff. You can feed them like coffee. If you guys go through a lot of food scraps, if you're throwing a lot of food scraps away, you should be definitely composting that. Like that. I don't throw a lot of food scraps away. There's just my husband and I. So we don't buy a lot of food and go through a lot of food. Like when I was cooking for, lots more people, and I'd have people over, like, and then of course, when you grow a garden, you have more food, right? So you produce more stuff, but like, I don't really do a lot of that. So I don't really have a worm bin per se, but what I do, notice is just throwing it out I just kind of throw it out with my chickens, and I kind of just throw stuff out in those areas, and then the worms just kind of come to those areas. It's kind of interesting, and they feed on them. But yeah, if you're gonna get a worm bin, do it. Sure, why not?
The garden is the worm bin. But yeah, I got a worm bin inside. A little something, something. We'll see how long it lasts for. It's been going for a couple seasons now, but I don't really use too much of it anymore. I've just been utilizing the worm castings, some organic matter.
So, how's your indoor? I wanted to ask you indoor. How's your indoor den?
Veg yesterday got the fed. So I did the JMS JLF feeding. So that's the microbes and the fertilizer, the different liquid fertilizers. I've got a fair amount of plants in 3x3 cups, little cups. The rest are in 1 gallon pots. Those will be going into the flower room. I discussed that the last show. The flower room now is, if you haven't heard prior, just a 4x8 living soil bed and 2 32-inch by 32-inch living soil beds, all side by side with a row down the middle. 3/4 of the room right now is black garlic from Jordan of the Island, and the rest is some Nukin with hit with an Inzane in the membrane. Nukin is unknown. Inzane in the membrane was from Ethos. That's kind of where we're at. We're harvesting the indoor flower on the 2nd or 1st of December here after this course. The plants will be moved from the veg into flower the same day or the day after. We just have to, there's a good amount of stuff that needs to be done prior to transplanting, with getting the foundational application, at least one in, and cleaning and so on and so forth. So there might be the next day when I actually transplant. Nice, Tara. The glisten. Look at that sheen.
That's flower awesome. Okay, so that actually was dark. Like, see the darker spots in the bottom there? Oh, that one's actually ink, but the darker
lightening up and stuff.
That it actually is lightening up. Yeah, it literally was like this was just pressed yesterday or day before. And so it's starting to lighten up. Can you see the color difference between?
Yeah, if you whip the heck out of them, they usually will accelerate that process.
And I'm not looking to do that. Like, I don't really care. I kind of let them just kind of do it on their own. I'm not. Yeah.
By whipping it up, you'll also lose quite a few of the terps that you would have retained if you didn't whip it up.
I kind of don't like to do that. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, yeah. But anyways, this is it's like grape diamonds, I think it's called. Not missing grape?
No more missing grape? There's grape there?
No more missing grape. This one actually smelled a little grapish, but I don't think it really dabs grapish. Shall we go in for another dab?
Yeah, let's do another.
Bingo says, Bong Rip Mother Lovers. I missed that D420K. We need to talk with him. We've been talking, like, we talk on Instagram, but we haven't face talked, because he doesn't have good internet up there where he's at, and hopefully we'll be chatting with him soon, because he'll be home for the holidays, I'm betting.
Yeah, he said he'll be back around Christmas time. He's off and up and working our way.
With him then. We'll get him back on hopefully through there. I did notice there was a hash church. I did not, however, look for hash church. So yeah, I got out of the habit of that, I have to say.
I was surprised by it for sure. I managed to catch it, but I was about 20 minutes late.
What I was really bummed about today, though, when I went on to go, or not today, last night I was going to go watch it, is that he disabled all the live video chat. So you can't watch the video chat, whoever was chatting.
I do like to be able to see chat in general, but it is what it is. I
don't like that. Okay. So to me, and I'm just going to say, like, this is about building community. This channel is not about making money. This channel is not about anything other than building the community and bringing people together and, getting people to meet one another. That's what I like to do. And I literally feel like this is why I'm trying to go live every Wednesday and every Saturday, just so you guys have a place to hang out, just so you know that there's going to be a place if you're feeling lonely, you need to pump up that day. I just feel like it's a place that I looked forward to going every Sunday and hanging out in that house church. When I was healing, I was home. And when you're home and you're healing and you went through cancer and all that bullshit chemotherapy, and like, it was so nice to hang out, even though I wasn't hanging out with people, it felt like I was hanging out and learning about all this stuff. And I'm so lucky to have been able to have all that information. And YouTube, has been, so nice to be able to do this. And it is free for us to do this. And so I'm not complaining at all. YouTube's been very, very nice. So I just really have to say that I was looking forward to hanging out every Sunday with everybody. So once that Bubble Man got out of the habit, but I understand, he's got kids and, he's got, his whole business to run and stuff. And it's a lot. I get it. Cause I know what it's like just to do this. I know what it's hard to go live and be consistent. And we all know I'm preaching to the choir here. So Drake's got clouds over there, man. He's hotboxing it up there. Holy hell. Hello, Val. How are you? Hello. Good morning. House church has become like actual church. I really don't want to be awake and be there, but I have friends there, and I know it's probably good for me in the long run. Well, and if it's not your thing, it's not your thing, but it was my thing. It was definitely, everything goes through phases, right? And like, it's like, fads, this is going to be fun for a while to hang out, and this is going to be fun for a while to hang out, and that's okay. And it was really good while it lasted. I have nothing to say. And it probably will never be the same. D420K and him aren't getting along. So, it'll never be like it was, but that's okay.
Hopefully they are.
Things change is change. And we all do it. It's okay. Like, we have to embrace change, and we have to just accept one another for how they want to change and how they want to live, and love that about them. You're welcome, John. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. Love you too. Love you all. I say we do another dab, and I say we let these awesome folks go. We had a nice sesh today. I just wanted to come on for a quick sesh today, and hopefully we'll come on with a guest on Saturday, and next Wednesday we'll have guests. Hopefully, we'll see. Never know. I don't say nothing until I see the whites of their eyes.
Terra flying solo on Saturday. And yeah, I've got a busy day lined up today that I have to take care of stuff. I'm going out to the farm. Cam and I are going to be spreading some manure and then putting the mulch layer over top. That'll be getting sprayed down with Jadam microbial solution, all ideally before the next snowfall, because there's relatively no snow on the ground now, and we have some warm temperatures for the next 5 to 7 days. We're a little bit late there, but probably better now than never. So we're throwing that on, and we'll keep treating it accordingly. But yeah, I got some work to do out there for sure. And stuff to take care of around here, of course. Anytime you've got 4 days of, 7 hours tied up out of each day, just coming out of nowhere, it's gonna put you back a little bit, because I utilize my time for the most part.
I really like how this is buttering up.
Which one's that?
That grape. When I dug into it, it like got like really buttery underneath there. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I like that. Peanut butter.
And that's like that, you've got that sheen over top, and it's kind of that hard layer, but there's clearly some things going on underneath that you weren't aware of. So once you stir that all up, you get an even consistency. That's why it changed. It seems to change so much, and it's just from visually what you can see. Now you're really disturbing, digging up, unearthing what's been going on there, and then accelerating the process, because lots of it's coming down to either oxidation, or just the process from having the sealed jar. Depending on the temperatures, if it's a little warmer, you get some conversions happening. Uh-oh, a little too hot.
Sour. It's
Oh,
kinda
sour.
There's
Now
no
you got my
burn.
ears perked.
It's kind of sour.
Haven't had a good sour for a little while. We had a small amount of some, I believe it was
Oh,
New York
oh, yeah,
City
it made me
diesel.
pucker.
Or
It's a pucker in the back. In the back of my throat, it's a pucker, but it's not, it doesn't smell like a pucker. Like it's not a lemon pucker. It's weird.
sneaky
Weird.
pucker. Sneaky pucker.
It's a really pucker. It's a pucker pucker. It's a fucker pucker. Holy shit. Ew. Man, it'll probably make my coffee taste sweet. Woo. Yeah, that got me like right. Oh yeah, it's really puckering my. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. What's up? What's up? Hello, Salty. Good morning. Good morning. I know my sour face. I totally puckered. Well, y'all, I had a great morning hanging out with you. I will throw the Zoom link in chat. If you guys want to come on and take one more rip with me, I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee for a little bit, have another rip. I know Drake's probably got to get going, but I bet we can get him to hang out for 15 more minutes. I bet we can get him to hang out. So if you guys want to come hang out, we won't have the show recorded, so you can come feel like you can be a little private and all. I'll put the link here in chat.
I might record you.
Off air. What?
Nothing.
As soon as we go off air, I'll put the link here in chat. So if you guys want to hang out for a little bit, and then also don't forget to reach out to us on Instagram as well. Terribly Live on Instagram. Drake, how can everybody else find you on your Facebook and Instagram?
I just IG is the best way. It's where I'm most active. I'm on Facebook, but I usually use it just to like view groups. If you selectively choose who you follow in Facebook very thoroughly and the groups you follow, it can be a pretty useful tool. If you don't, it can be a shit show. I do enjoy it though. But yeah, nonetheless, for posting and getting a hold of me and stuff, usually just Drake KO for IG will be the best bet. But not super active either. You'll have to come find me in the forum or in the garden. That's where you'll really get the good dirt.
And through the holiday season, Tara's been taking up gaming. So if anybody has any Battlefield,
if you don't know yet, yeah,
PlayStation 4, Tara's actually hit level 60. I think I'm 63, level 63 right here. You're hearing it today. Yeah, level 63. Yeah. I am ahead of all the guys on the Northwest 47. Just saying. It's kind of funny. But anyways, love you all out there. Have an awesome day. Come hang out with us for a little bit after the live. And we'll see you next Wednesday if you don't. Peace and love, health and happiness to all.